This is Aldonna Ambler with the Growth Strategy of the Week for mid-sized companies. The good news is that mergers are actually more possible during tough economies. You probably have heard that there's no such thing as a merger, that they all end up really being acquisitions. Somebody ends up in the more dominant position. And normally, that's true. I often have said in speeches that an acquisition is really a company in search of a CEO. I just see that over and over and over as to why an acquisition's happened. It wasn't just that a key CEO was looking for something else for their business. It was also that the company that was acquired, the leadership was tired. The leadership was done. They wanted to sell. They wanted to retire, whatever that was. That made them available. Leadership is 99% of the time behind acquisitions. Now think about why mergers would be more possible during recessions. Sometimes when people get stretched too thin, former competitors, former colleagues, people that know the business, they just need some relief, and they may still respect one another. But if they combine their businesses, maybe they'd be able to take some vacation once in a while. They wouldn't have the same expense with accounting. They could have one accounting department instead of two. They could share some of the expense related to the trucks. They could share some of the expense related to marketing. It really makes more sense. And I just want you to think about, you might be noticing more dual name companies on the road. I noticed the other day the equivalent of a Smith & Jones electrical contractors company. You're going to be seeing more and more of that. So pause for a minute, and if your cash flow is tight and you're still determined to stay in business and you're energized about what you're doing, this is a good time for you to sit down with a competitor and compare the complementary nature of your businesses. You may be able to cut a better deal now than you could have 5 years ago. Mergers are more possible during uncertain times.